Creating video is easy. Creating video that people actually watch, totally different story. Learn how to make movie magic with Samantha DiBianchi and Chief Executive Storyteller from Realtor.com, Andrew Strickman.
Hi there.
Hello.
Okay, so I don't know if you've been able to have a chance to watch Realtor.com's video with Elizabeth Banks, but it is beyond fantastic. It is humorous, it's informative, it's just engaging, it's awesome. I had the great opportunity of seeing that 5-process video of the buying and home process, and you know, it's great to see something like that done, but how are we as agents able to incorporate that in our business and also create our own videos and really use that to engage with our buyers and sellers? So first we're going to watch the video and then we're going to talk about that with Andrew.
Oh, hello. You look like someone who might buy a home. That sounds so grown up and impressive. But before you start telling everyone at the office how grown up and impressive you are, there are a few big questions you should ask yourself first. Question number 1. Should I rent or buy? Lots of pros and cons here, and it's different for everyone. Renting is often less complicated and cheaper since it doesn't involve a down payment, closing costs, or taxes. But buying lets you pay yourself rent every month instead of paying some other schlub's mortgage. Question number 2. What can I afford? Whew, that's a big one. Try to anticipate what the next 5 years will be like. Getting married? Changing jobs? Buying a car? Getting knocked up? Plan for the house you can afford now, not later. The most important thing for a first-time buyer is to live within your budget. Also, don't be an idiot. But those are really the same thing. Question number 3. If you're not buying by yourself, then ask, are my partner and I on the same page? Unless you want some friction in your new home, you need to make sure you're aligned. I mean, where do you want to live? What kind of house do you want? What's your financial sitch? Why does he always leave his gym clothes hanging on the exercise bike? What's she actually doing in the bathroom for that long? Why is he still on his parents' wireless family plan? Why doesn't she close her eyes when she kisses me? You know, stuff like that. And finally, if you're buying by yourself, are you on the same page with yourself? What do you want? Do you know what you want? Are you sure that's what you want? Internal confusion can often be difficult, so it's best to get aligned before you move on. Also, get professional help. I am not a doctor. Once you get all these questions out of the way, you're ready to move on to step 2. To see it, click on this convenient play button. It's around here somewhere, wherever it is.
So needless to say, the videos, yeah, that was awesome. And this is the brainchild. It was just, it was so just amazing to watch the rest of the videos because number 1, it's true. I mean, we're mostly agents in here and I can't, you know, I can say these videos were so relatable. But let's really get to the questions here. You know, this is an amazing video. You have Elizabeth Banks. You know, I would like to have Leo DiCaprio in my videos too, but we all
might
can't.
Be able to work that out.
We'll talk.
We'll talk.
But how did you get? What was that process? What was the whole start of that? How, as agents, can we also incorporate something like this into our business?
Yeah, no, that's a great question, Sam. I think it started even before we had signed Elizabeth Banks. It started with an understanding that we really wanted to target first-time home buyers with some marketing. We wanted to explain the process to them, help them through it. We also sort of aligned the belief that many first-time home buyers are part of the millennial generation. And we know that most millennials aren't paying that much attention to TV. They are watching TV shows, but they're watching them on their own time, on their devices, generally on demand, through services like Hulu and Netflix and things like that. So we knew that in order to reach them with this type of message, we had to go to them rather than expecting them to come to us.
Sure, so you were really knowing who your audience was. I think, you know, as an agent, that's so important if you do videos, which again, this video went viral. And, you know, do you think if you didn't use Elizabeth Banks, your videos still would have gone viral?
You know, I think the term viral might be overused, but the idea of knowing your audience is absolutely something that's very important to us.
Right.
So what we're really trying to do is target someone with a message that's important to them.
Right.
I mean, this wasn't an advertisement for Realtor.com. This was information that was helpful to them, right?
Right. So know your audience. Anything that you do in this business within video, or anything on social for that matter, you always want to know who you're trying to target. If you're trying to target the first-time home buyer, then use that information that's relevant. This is a great video for first-time home buyers, but also it's funny and engaging, so that luxury client may also appreciate that. So next topic, you have to really know your brand as well. So you've got that audience, but you have to know who you are as a brand so that people know what they're trying to do with you.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. This idea of being your own brand, I think that one of the things we get asked a lot, you know, are you paying attention to what your competition's doing? Are you trying to beat them at their own game? And while certainly we know what's going on in the marketplace and we know what our competitors are doing, we've always wanted to set ourselves apart. We've always wanted to differentiate ourselves. And one of the things that we decided to do about 3 years ago when we relaunched the Realtor.com brand and really started talking to consumers was that we understood that while the home buying process can be incredibly intense and serious and challenging and sometimes scary, there's also a lot of joy and a lot of humor in it. And we decided to own humor. And that was part of who we wanted to be. That's part of who we've become. You know, I think about on Wednesday morning when Brad showed the video of the realtor from Indianapolis or outside of Indianapolis who was standing in the freezing cold shooting you know, a selfie video of him to advertise 2 open houses he was doing that weekend. That guy knew who he was, he knew who his audience was, and he was absolutely embodying that idea of being your own brand.
And I think that's a great example where that agent, and from my perspective, I think he was not only accomplishing showing the homes, but he also showed that he kind of had some balls. I mean, he went out there in the freezing cold and he was showing, look at what I'm doing. I'm your agent. I'm out here taking videos of these open houses. I'm out here showcasing your listing. This is who I am as an agent and this is what I'm doing for your property. So don't just think that you have to have, you know, this huge money backing, this huge video in order to accomplish the goal of incorporating video into your business.
That's right, that's right. And I think that, you know, there's a lot of conversation at Connect every year about social and the importance of social in any realtor's business and in all of our lives. And I think that one of the things, and going back to that whole concept of virality, very few things in life go viral organically, right? And while we have invested a lot of money not only in producing these videos, but also getting them out there and distributing them, including on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and other places like that, you guys really need to understand that as well. I think that when you create content that is valuable, that can be shared, that your clients or potential clients will have an interest in, you need to sort of to juice the wheel a little bit. You need to spend a little money. And we're not talking about a lot of money. You know, you can spend $50, $100, $150 for a few days on Facebook and see what happens. And from that learning, you can start to craft a strategy that makes sense for you, makes sense for your budget, and ultimately represents your brand in the way you want.
Right.
So that sort of takes us to the next tip as well, right? Which is to be useful. And you know, one of the things as well when we set out to create this series was we wanted to entertain, of course, but we wanted to educate. And if you watch the whole series, you'll see that we go from the very first moment that someone is thinking about buying a home all the way through to closing the sale and what happens when you get your keys at the end. And one of the things we really wanted to do is we wanted to be useful. We didn't want to create a 10-minute advertisement for Realtor.com. We wanted Realtor.com to be part of the information gathering and information dissemination that went straight to consumers and actually gave them something useful that they could use.
Right, and I think it's important to also know, even Realtor.com or yourself, you don't want to be pitchy. Nobody wants to be pitched. Nobody wants to be sold. They want to be engaged. So I think this is a solid example to show that even a billion-dollar company, they know that. They know that they can't just say, use Realtor.com, come to Realtor.com. No, they need to make something interesting. They added humor, they added information, they added facts. And at the end of the day, this is real life stuff. So it's also relatable. So, for me, for example, I'm going to be doing some stuff with the web series and different videos. You don't have to have this professionally done like this. You can use a point-and-shoot camera, edit out some stuff, and you can still make it just as engaging, if not even more, because it's you. But you have to remember, you need to be useful. You need to provide something. You can't just have a video to have a video, because nobody's going to want to follow that.
That's right, and I mean, when Brad and Morgan were out here earlier this morning with that Steadicam thing, that thing's brilliant. I don't know how much it costs, but I want to get one of those, for home movies. But I think that it's absolutely, there's no reason why any of you can't dip your toe in the water of creating interesting videos. They also don't all have to be about you. If you are not someone who feels comfortable in front of the camera like that, one, practice and get comfortable. A mirror is a great tool for that. But even beyond that, just create these videos, put them out there, share them with friends and family if you're not comfortable sharing them with clients yet, but figure out what your customers are looking for before they know they need it and hand it to them on a silver platter.
Right.
The last thing we wanted to say before we sort of closed out, I had one sort of bonus tip, which is really don't reinvent the wheel. We really wanted to do something important for consumers with this web series, but we also wanted to do something for the industry. We wanted to give you something that you could use, you could share. A lot of you are already doing that. The web series and part of the virality of the web series has been the big warm embrace that we've gotten from the real estate community. People are sharing the videos, and we actually created a special page just for you guys. There it is, where you can go if you have a blog. There are embed codes on this sharing page. There are also all the social sharing links you need to watch the videos, share them with your customers, and have a lot of fun doing it. Get some great feedback, and use each of those episodes as your clients are going through the process to actually help them feel comfortable with that step in the process.
And I think it's interesting that you said that a lot of the realtors use are really warm to the idea of the videos and whatnot, because I've noticed a lot online that when a realtor makes a really great video, you have that real estate community sharing those videos. So again, come up with some great content, some great information. It doesn't have to be, just like what Andrew said, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, but make it fun, make it engaging, make it informative, and share it with other agents in the community, share it with your friends, your family, your buyers, your sellers, and put it out there. Don't be afraid to just try it out and see where it goes. It does not hurt, and again, it's something that can definitely grow your business.
That's right, Sam. We're gonna throw it to one more video. Earlier this week, the Inman staff created a special congratulations for Brad for 20 years of Inman Connect, and we have one more special guest who has a few things to say.
Hi, Brad Inman, and all of you forward-thinking realtors at this year's conference. Happy 20th anniversary. I have loved working this past year with Realtor.com, and especially on the Learn with Liz digital series, where I got to sort of talk to people the way you guys talk to people. And I hope that you enjoy 2 new TV spots that you guys are the very first people to see. You're getting the exclusive sneak peek. They premiere this weekend, and I just want you to have a great time connecting. And thank you for all your hard work.
Realtor.com presents real estate in real time. Oh, what's this? It's the Realtor.com app. It's like a real-time real estate secret weapon. Realtor.com is the home for all things real estate. It's got listings updated every 15 minutes, insanely comprehensive market data, expert real estate news and advice, and the ability to show you exactly what your neighbors paid for their house. Oh, hey neighbors! They used a secret weapon, and now they're living the dream in a really nice house. It's so cute.
Some people don't like the accurate real-time real estate info on the Realtor.com app. Some people also don't like sunshine, 3-day weekends, or puppies. Realtor.com. Real estate in real time.
Thanks, everybody.